So it's that time of year where a lot of us are getting ready to head home for the holidays. And as gay men, a lot of our families of origin have different ways of seeing the world and society, politics, religion, everything under the sun sometimes. And that can make for challenging interactions with our families. So I'd like to offer some ideas on navigating those situations so that that can feel better for you and hopefully work better for everyone involved. So the first thing that I would invite us all to be mindful of is labeling difference. And as gay men, we label difference a lot of times for really good reasons because we've been hurt in the past by being labeled different ourselves. And we can label people who see the world differently as a way of protecting ourselves. And something that we can think about is, do we still need to move through the world in that way? Do we still need to protect ourselves in that way? Or have we developed other ways of seeing the world and ways of getting support that allow us to set some of those labels down and interact with people rather than labels? When we see people as ignorant or dumb or their choices that way, then we're interacting with that label rather than interacting with the person in an authentic way. This leads me to my second point, which is something that I've really thought a lot about lately, which is that what we're experiencing politically in the US and what we're experiencing politically on the world stage is not something that is out there. It's something that's inside of us and is being reflected by all of us into what's happening now. And so the solution then isn't yelling out into the void, it's looking inside of ourselves and looking at the way that we're relating to these things. Are there opportunities to have some more compassion, to create some space of more understanding, to move away from labels and start interacting with people as people? This doesn't mean that we have to endorse the way that other people see the world and promote that. It does create a space of presence for us personally so that we can then interact in a productive way and in a way that takes care of ourselves. So something to think about as we move into, our family time, who a lot of times see different things politically, they see things differently. To keep in mind this idea of how it's a reflection of what's going on inside of us and see if we can't cultivate some compassion there and then interact from that place. So something we want to do as we move into time with our families is set our intention for what we want that time to look like. And we want to base that on our values and what's important to us. When we do that, we also want to get support around that. And that may be talking to our family members ahead of time. There may be family members who we are closer with who can support us around that. And if not, then getting some support around from our chosen family and having people who can support us outside of our families if we need that support. Something a friend reminded me of this last week, and I was having this conversation with him, was that our families of origin don't have to be everything for us. And this is a healthy way of being in any kind of relationship, is having other relationships that support us in different ways so that any given relationship doesn't have to be everything for us. So that's something we can give some thought to, is what role would we like our family of origin to play? They may not play the role of validating our political views or seeing the world exactly the same way, and that can be okay. That can be what we rely on our chosen families for. And a lot of us as gay men have created those systems of support, and we're really fortunate to have those. So we can lean on those, and we can have both relationships be what they are, and we can be present in them with what those people have to give us, rather than wanting them to be something that they are not. Lastly, it's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to go into these situations and ask for what we need, whether that As an example, it may be that we don't want to talk about politics, that we want to be clear about our intention, which may be connecting with family, and that if political discussions start to feel unproductive or start to feel hurtful, that we need to have some boundaries around that. And that's okay. It's all right to take care of ourselves and to ask for that. So I hope some of these ideas were helpful for you. I hope this holiday season you have some time to spend time with people that you love and care about, and that you have some time to be grateful for the things that you have in your life. Take great care. I hope you have a great day.